Okay, so looking at the Ethereum chart, that's basically on everybody's mind now because we're expecting a huge breakout from Ethereum. I took the Fibonacci with at the bottom of this long wick down, and that's probably the main leg up in this last week, or last 5 days. So if I look at that Fibonacci up there, then it's a bit hidden behind behind all these candles, but that's the 618 level and that's the 382 level. The two red ones are the most important ones. And then our last leg up, like from last night. So this was the early hours of this morning. I broke through at about 1 o'clock this morning. If I take this Fibonacci, then there's the 618 and the 382. And the 618 of this Fibonacci and the 382 of that one, they are basically the same level, which was a slight retest there. I've put a little marker there as a possible entry, $1,300, which is also a round number. So there's always a bit of, there was resistance there as well. Not huge, but it's something. Then this morning, okay, so that was the previous all-time high of 2017, 2018. And that was like a head and shoulders. So just before the all-time high, that was the previous all-time high, like a day or so before. And then it hit the all-time high, and then it came down and it had another little high. So this level was those two, like the two shoulders on either side of the head. So this was a bit of previous resistance. So this morning, when we just got free, it hovered there, the market hovered a bit, and then it had an all-time high and it came down, and then I entered when I was sure it was going to go back up. So I got about a 22% profit there. I took profit at 22%, although it went higher. And when it hit the 22, I had moved my stop loss, which was slightly below here, moved that up to 17%. So I probably had an average of, and I only took halved my position. So I took 50% profit there and I left 50% open, but I moved my stop loss up. So in the end, I had an average of 19% profit there. It was a smallish position because it wasn't 100% sure, and I knew we were going to probably stop there or just go through and come back, which it happened. So it was going up and down here for about 4 hours. And just about a half an hour ago, we had this like a slight rejection, and then this yellow line here is quite thick, so it, also it's quite a good support resistance line from history. And look how close it came to there to and found support there. So I've got my reminder set or alert set on this line as well for if it goes through or touches. So I see it has just turned, so it's turned into support here, but I'm still not 100% convinced. I would want it to retrace a bit deeper, at least to this level, because that will give it a huge momentum up to new all-time highs. But I'll be watching it, so sometimes it doesn't retrace that deep. And since this morning, the volume in Ethereum has picked up steadily the whole day. I've never actually seen that. But Ethereum is higher than 50% of Bitcoin's volume at any stage the last 24 hours. But today it is, I think it's now at about 42 billion for the last 24 hours, and Bitcoin is only at 53 billion. So it's really close. Like I said, I've never seen it that close together. Another argument or support for my argument for this level here is we might run into bump into this support on the green Ichimoku, which is really climbing up quite steep here. So this seems to be a really, really good level for me. Right, I'm just going to run through the other markets quickly, the yuan or the other coins I'm looking at. So yuan is, I'm still very nervous about yuan. So we had a breakout from that triangle formation, symmetrical triangle. We're on the 4 hours, so that's quite a long time frame for a retest. And it's broken through there, but so I'm really not sure what to think of this. So on Polkadot, I it was hovering for a very long time on that line there. So I've put this orange line as a support resistance. So it's gone through. It's a bit of resistance there, but mostly support. And then when it reached this purple trend line, I was sure it's all it needed to bump up, because when the market consolidates like this, it usually builds some good support and then for a leg up. So I entered a small position there, but I got stopped out. I think my stop loss was here at 16, yeah, and I got stopped out by that candle going down. So I'm not too happy about that. And then Cardano is reacting exactly the same as Polkadot, because they basically do the same thing. They're in competition for Ethereum. A lot of software and programs are built on their platforms. So, but Cardano might have some support from this Green Ichimoku cloud. Then Chainlink is built on Ethereum, so I suspect that when Ethereum starts running, that Chainlink will just follow it. Just Litecoin, I just saw that the previous all-time high, we're still very far away, so there might be some opportunity, but I don't really know what's going on with Litecoin, but it was deemed to be the cheaper and quicker option to do crypto transactions. But I'm not sure if they're still in good standing. So my original Bitcoin chart is a bit messy, so I've just made a cleaner one just to show some formations that I picked up here. So from the beginning of January, we had a W formation, and then we had quite a good leg up to the top. Then we had another W formation and a good leg up, and now we're having this W formation. It is trading a little bit sideways, but hopefully we've got another leg up. So I've set an alert here because we're really getting to the end of this symmetrical triangle formation, or where these two trend lines meet. And I expect, because we are in a bullish uptrend, so I expect us to go through to the top. So I've set an alert there to see when we go through, and obviously always wait for a retrace. But we might run into the resistance here, so that's why I've got that marker there. So if I open a position here, I will take most of my profits before that line. Might leave something small open, but definitely less than 50%, and then wait to make sure that we're through there, and maybe or enlarge my position again after that. But then we're running into resistance here of all-time highs. So of that position, also definitely take more of my half than my profits, more than half of my profits before that all-time high. And once we've broken through there, then we should have a free ride. So predictions of $50,000 to $60,000 by the end of January. It seems to be, there's quite a deep analysis and theories behind that. So it doesn't seem to be impossible. So that's my analysis, or how I see the market at this stage. So that's me. Cheers.